Well, guys, do you remember Rodney Dangerfield? You know, the guy that got no respect. That was one of his main comedy shows, was the whole no respect thing. He got no respect from his wife, from his boss, from his kids. He got no respect from anyone. And, you know, sometimes trying to get through life, we all feel like Rodney Dangerfield, that we don't get any respect. And unfortunately, for most of us, that's the truth. Most of us don't get enough respect, don't get the respect that we deserve, and it's actually because we let it happen. So I guess we do deserve what we get when we let it happen. But unfortunately, a lot of people will let, you know, disrespect stand. They won't do what needs to be done to stop the disrespect. You know, say you go on a date, and this video could go for, you know, men or women. And we'll talk about different scenarios like at your job and things like that too. We'll start out with the whole dating scene. Let's say that you go to a date and you meet, you know, at a restaurant or something like that. First date, and you're expected to pay for everything if you're the man, and really should not have to, and really should not even go to, you know, a restaurant for a first date because you don't know this person. Second date, sure. But the first date, you know, should be something like coffee or something like that. But a lot of men and some women will actually go on the first date and pay for, you know, a fancy dinner at a fancy restaurant when they should have just went for coffee or went to walk in the park or maybe here at the lake or something, just to talk and figure out if you actually like each other or not. And that opens you up for disrespect because, you know, she already sees, or like I said, this can go for men or women, but I'm using it from a man's example. She already sees that you're willing to do whatever just to get to be around her, to get to talk to her. So she will disrespect you most all the time. And she will be sitting there, and it can go the same thing like I said for a man. I know the women get on here when I make these videos and they this in the comments, but it can go, you know, both ways, men and women. Say you do this, you meet at the restaurant, you're paying for everything, you pull the chair out and everything, all the things that men do to show respect, you know, but you don't get respect back. And you'll be there trying to go on your date, and she'll be on her phone strolling, you know, on TikTok, strolling through messages and texting, not even paying you know, any attention at all, even though you're paying for, you know, the whole date. You picked a place, you're paying for everything when the check comes. What you should do in a situation, because she's just disrespecting you, don't get mad, don't get, you know, puffed up, don't say anything at all, just get up and excuse yourself and walk out. Let her pay it, or him, or whatever. That will show them you're not going to put up with, you know, any disrespect. That sounds cruel, but get up and walk out. Don't sit there and be disrespected like that. You invited this person on this date to get to know them, but instead of getting to know you, they are actually on their phone, scrolling through TikTok, watching videos, messaging probably with another guy or another girl they're going to meet, you know, later. Disrespect, complete disrespect. Get up and walk away, and that will get your respect back, your own respect, your self-respect, and the respect that they will give you when you do that. That's just like, you know, if you don't set boundaries. You have to set boundaries in relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, work, boundaries, everything. You have to set, you know, boundaries, and you have to abide by those boundaries. If you set boundaries, and people will know that you have these boundaries, and they pass these boundaries anyway, go past, you know, what you've set forth, total disrespect. And if you take it, they will keep doing it. So if you set boundaries and you keep drawing the line in the sand and they keep crossing that, you keep letting it happen, then you actually deserve it. You have to set boundaries and be willing to walk away. If you are in a relationship and you do something wrong, and say you're at fault, you do something wrong, and it's your fault, you actually do something wrong, right? And you know it's your fault. Apologize. There's nothing wrong with that. Say you're sorry, apologize for that, but don't keep apologizing. Apologize and tell them that if they want to talk, then they know your number. They know how to get a hold of you. Don't keep apologizing. Don't keep begging. Don't keep on trying to make things better. Don't keep on keeping on. Just to be in contact. If you did something wrong, apologize for it because you were in the wrong. But you want to apologize and then move on. Tell them that when they're ready to talk, they know your number and they can get a hold of you. And you know, if she breaks up with you or he or whatever, don't keep begging, trying to get them back. Don't keep texting, messaging. Don't keep trying to stalk on Facebook and Twitter or whatever. If they break up with you, they didn't want you. They broke up for a reason. So to gain your respect back, walk away. That's one of the main ways, to gain your respect back, is to walk away. If you never walk away, and you just keep taking it and taking it and taking it, just walk away. Never look back. If they split up with you over something they did, like say if they decided to go out with another guy or another girl, whatever, like I said, because I know people get in the comments and do this. But, if they do that, why would you want to talk to them anymore? Why would you want to get them back? I mean, a lot of times these relationships will break up, and the one doing the breaking up, even though it might be their fault, not always, but a lot of times it is, they look for excuses, so they make it your fault. And it's one of the things a lot of men, especially men, seem like fall for, is that the woman will go out cheating, be caught, and then turn it around and blame you for it. And make you feel like it's your fault, make you feel guilty for it, and you're trying to get her back for some reason. I mean, that is just stupid, it really is. And if you do that, you don't deserve any respect. However, to gain respect, walk away. If she wants to break up, if she goes to someone else, or he, whatever, walk away. Don't keep messaging. Don't keep texting. Don't keep talking. Just walk away. Don't try to be friends. Don't try to stay in contact. Don't stay friends on Facebook. Don't be friend zoned. Walk away. Turn your back around and walk away. There was a woman I dated several years ago, quite a few years ago, actually probably 9 or 10 years ago, I guess that it was. Well, her ex-boyfriend, he wanted to be her friend. She broke up with him, they were actually engaged, right? And she broke up with him, and he kept on trying to get her back. And, I was dating her, and he caused a lot of problems, and she wouldn't tell him to get away. She kept talking to him, said they were just friends, right? And they may have been, I'm not saying they wasn't just friends. However, he wanted more. And it was my fault for letting it happen. In all honesty about it, I should have walked away. I should have told her this isn't going to stand. You can't have, exes that you were engaged to as friends, that you talk to on the phone all the time, that you message with, actually comes to your house and visit your kids, knowing they're causing trouble and wanting to get back together. And, instead of blaming him, instead of blaming her, I blame myself because I let it happen. Because it's been a long time ago, I wouldn't do it now. But what I should have done is said, well, if you want him as a friend, that's fine and dandy. But I'm not going to be around to look at it. And walked away and never looked back what I should have done. It was stupid. It really was stupid out of me. And I deserved, during that time, the disrespect that I got. I really, truly did. I deserved that disrespect. Don't let people disrespect you that way. The way to gain your respect back, your self-respect and your respect from them, is to walk away. Walk away. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of people can't just walk away. They just can't do it. They just will not walk away. They have emotions, they have feelings, they have time invested, and they can't just walk away. If you have kids and you're married, it's difficult to just walk away, but you have to walk away as much as you can and still stay in contact with your kids. That's the trouble, you know, when you get married and have kids, is you're connected to that person pretty much, you know, forever. But you want to walk away, if at all possible, as far away as possible. Even when you're divorced and have kids together, get away as far as you can, pick your kids up, see your kids, get custody of your kids, whatever. But don't keep trying to get back together. Don't try to be friends. Pick kids up, kids in car, howdy, bye. Bring kids back if you get visitation, for example. It's like at work. You don't want to let your boss disrespect you. Now, if you have a job, you're expected to do your job. I'm not saying that. And if you're not doing your job, then your boss needs to get on your ass to do your job. I'm not saying that at all either. However, you know, if you are working and your boss disrespects you and you know you're doing the best you can, then you want to find another job. If you keep getting disrespected, you're doing your job, you're doing the best you can do at your job, you're actually doing what's expected of you in your job, and your boss still tries to ride your ass all the time. That's when you find another job and quit. Walk away. Don't keep taking the disrespect. Walk away. And that's really the moral and the main story of this video, is to gain your respect back by simply just walking away. Don't put up with it. Don't deal with it. Walk away. Walk away as fast as you possibly can. Anyway, I hope this video helps you gain some respect back, and maybe you won't be like, you know, Rodney Dangerfield and getting no respect whatsoever at all. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that and give the video a thumbs up if you got something from it. I appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you all in the next video.